Okay, so let's move on to the vocals, where we're going to start with the male verse vox. Let's have a listen to one, see what it sounds like.
This is my neighborhood. These are the streets I prowl.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we are just going to treat them as a stereo pair, as a double track, which meaning we're going to do all the processing in the bus.
This is my neighborhood.
So get rid of that bottom bits, just filter
These
it out.
are the streets I prowl.
Just a little bit like that.
This
We'll
is
just do a little
my
bit of
neighborhood.
corrective EQ here, so just take
These
away
are the streets I prowl.
There's a little bit of boxiness around there.
I think it's not that good.
Okay, a bit too much, something about that. And then we put in a compressor.
This
I'm going
is
to use the optical compressor for this.
This is mine.
Quite a low threshold, quite a lot of release time, slow attack, quite high, 3-to-1.
This is my neighborhood.
There we go, it's going to be very loud. So turn it down. Right.
This is my neighborhood.
Okay, good. And now let's hear that as a double track. So we choose
This is my neighborhood.
Okay, those endings didn't sound very good, so let's hear the other two.
This is my neighborhood.
That sounds all right.
These are the streets I prowl.
A little bit over compressing
I
there.
think it's not that good.
Okay, so we'll just put the threshold down a little bit.
This is my neighborhood.
Okay, and now we're going to put in another EQ after the compression.
This is my neighborhood.
I'm going to add a little bit of air up there.
These are the streets I prowl.
There we go, that's about right. Okay, so now we're going to set up a separate buses for reverbs and delays that we're going to use just for all the vocals. So let's start off by creating a new bus, bus 18, and we'll call this Vox Verb. And I'm going to use a plate reverb for this. And let's use one from the Space Designer for a change. And if we go here, we can just see, have a look at large spaces, plate reverb, and we've got a vocal plate about 2 seconds. So it's always good to have a bit of pre-delay on vocal reverbs.
This is my neighborhood.
Put some on.
This is my neighborhood.
A bit long, maybe that's about right.
These are the streets I prowl.
And then we EQ that a bit to give it, because we don't want all that.
This is my neighborhood.
It's going to focus on frequencies around the top mix.
These are the streets I prowl.
There we go. So it makes it kind of sit a bit better. And we're going to put a delay on as well. We'll use a tape delay for that. So another bus. We'll just call it Vox Del. And let's go for a tape delay. Now this tape delay will be set to 1/8 notes. Just a little bit more feedback.
This is my neighborhood. This is my neighborhood.
A bit more.
This is my neighborhood.
There we go. And again,
this is my neighborhood.
EQ. We don't want that low end, we want it more toppy like that.
These are the streets I prowl.
There we go. And so we'd have to choose the right takes here. Like if we listen here.
It doesn't matter where I go.
So there's something wrong there. We have to choose another take. So let's just take that one out. That one, and we can just empty that out and just listen to that one just for this bit.
It doesn't matter where I go.
Okay, so I'll just move that one down to this track because I'm just using this track instead of the middle one.
It doesn't matter where I go.
That'll do. We could shorten that a bit, but that's okay. That's pretty much lead vocals, and let's hear that in context.
This is my neighborhood.
Be a bit brighter.
These are the streets I prowl. I think it's not that good. This is my neighborhood. This is my neighborhood. These are the streets I...
Okay, I'm thinking the first guitars are a little bit loud now.
This is my neighborhood. These are the streets I prowl.
Put the bass up a bit.
I think it's not that good, and that's why I have to howl.
Okay, so let's have another listen to that.
This is my neighborhood.
Okay, I think that's pretty much all we need to do. Finally, I just want to micro pan this a little bit, so plus and minus 5 on the double track.
This is my neighborhood.
Makes it a bit wider.
These are the streets I prowl.
Okay, so now we've set up that reverb and delay, we're going to use that on all the other vocals as well. So next video we're going to do male ooze and female ooze.